Hi guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Andrew Mclean. I'm a portrait, fashion and wedding photographer from Sheffield, and in today's video I'm going to be looking at a solution to a problem that a lot of Sony Alpha users, including myself, come across, and that is that if you use something like the Sony A7III like I've got, it doesn't have a tilting screen, and so when you're filming something like this, the only way to be able to see what the camera's seeing is through using an external monitor. Now these aren't cheap, but up until recently there hasn't been an alternative, and that is where this comes in. So this is the UURig flip screen mirror, and it does exactly that. By attaching it to your camera's hot shoe mount, it shows you through this mirror here exactly what's on the screen when it's positioned like so, facing directly upwards at a 90-degree angle. Now before I go any further, I do need to give a massive credit to YouTuber Chris Brockhurst. Now, I mentioned Chris in my 20 channels for 2020 video that I did a while back, and he actually did a video on this very thing a couple of weeks ago. I watched that video, immediately purchased it, and thought that I'd do a little video myself. Also as well, I have to give great credit to Amazon, because although Amazon told me that it'd be a few weeks for shipping, even using Amazon's free delivery, this actually came within 24 hours. So I think that I ordered it at about 5:30 in the evening, and it came at about 3 o'clock the very next day, so amazing work by Amazon as always. Now, spoiler alert, this thing is fantastic. Now, I'm going to go through it in detail, but yeah, it's definitely something that you should strongly consider. So, as I mentioned, this attaches onto the camera's hot shoe mount, and using this mirror here, it allows you to see exactly what's on the screen. Now, it doesn't show you all of the screen, so the very bottom part of the screen is cut off. However, that part shows you your settings anyway, which I find I've already dialed in anyway, so I don't find it as any detriment to me whatsoever, but it is something to bear in mind. Now, the key thing about this is it saves you a lot of time setting up a shot, running around, starting filming, going back, checking that everything's where it should be, everything's composed correctly, everything's in focus. Because when you do videos such as these, the amount of time that I spend setting a shot up, going back, doing it, checking that it's all okay, coming back and then actually filming, this little thing will save a lot of time. In terms of build quality, it is made completely of plastic, apart from obviously the mirror. It does feel pretty sturdy, but I wouldn't want to be dropping my camera or anything like that. Although to be fair, if you're dropping your camera and you can afford to replace your camera, then this is not going to be too much on top, because that takes me on to the next thing about this, which is the price. So you can buy this on Amazon right now with free delivery using the link in the description, and it's only $21.95. Now, for that price, which is only a tenth of what you'd pay for an external monitor, I really think that this is definitely worth trying if you do any kind of video whatsoever with a Sony camera. It may well work with others, but obviously it is designed primarily for Sony Alpha cameras. But yeah, for $21.95 I cannot recommend it highly enough. Also, one more thing, if you're worried that this is going to be taking up your invaluable hot shoe mount, it does actually come with a cold shoe mount on the top and one on each side, so you can have your rig set up however you need to. So what I tend to do is I have this on top of my hot shoe with the microphone on top, and I'll put a little bit of B-roll in now so that you can see what that looks like. But yep, you've got cold shoe mounts on either side and on top, so you're actually gaining rather than losing your hot shoe mount. So there you have it, a cheap alternative to an external monitor that will save you a lot of time for a very small cost. As I say, I got this off Amazon a couple of weeks ago. I've started using it and I found it really helpful. Other than that, as I mentioned, it's in the link below. Also as well, linked down below is the original video by Chris. Make sure you go and check his channel out as well. Leave a comment if you think that you're going to try this out. Leave a comment if you can think of anything else that you'd like to see me review. Like this video if you have done. Subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.